Hi, welcome to Vapor Veda. Today, we are bringing you a quick overview of our latest blog post powered by NotebookLM.
You know, we all love that fresh air scent, right? In our homes, in our cars. But what if I told you that the very things we use to get that scent are actually making our air dirtier? Well, today, we're diving into the surprising truth about what fresh air really is. So, let's start with a simple question. That little plug-in, that spray can, the thing hanging from your rearview mirror, you bought it to clean the air, to make things smell better. But is it actually cleaning anything? Yeah, the hard truth is, what these products are doing is pretty much the exact opposite of what we've all been led to believe. Okay, let's get right into it. The first thing we have to wrap our heads around is this huge irony. Most of the time, when we're freshening our air, we're actually just polluting it. Here's how it works. These products don't actually get rid of bad smells. They just cover them up. It's like turning up the radio to drown out a weird noise your car is making. They release this cocktail of synthetic chemicals that just overpowers everything else, which means you're adding to the chemical load in your air, not taking anything away. So, what exactly is in this chemical cocktail that we're all spraying around our homes and our cars? Let's take a look at the invisible ingredients. And this, right here, this really gets to the heart of the matter. You've got two totally different philosophies at play. On one side, you have chemical fresheners, which just mask odors with man-made fragrances. And on the other, you have things like herbal inhalers, which aim to actually neutralize odors using natural compounds. You see the difference? One's a cover-up, the other is a solution. So first on our list of ingredients are things called volatile organic compounds, or VOCs for short. You can think of them as these tiny, invisible chemical gases that are constantly leaking out of the air freshener into your room. And they don't just vanish. They hang around, they build up, and unfortunately, they're linked to a whole range of health problems. And then you've got these things called phthalates. Now, their whole job is to make that artificial scent stick around for as long as possible. The big problem here? There's a well-documented link between them and hormonal disruption in the body. You know, when you put all of this together, long-term exposure to this stuff is connected to some really serious risks. We're talking respiratory issues, that hormonal disruption we just mentioned, a general accumulated toxic load on your body, and even something called sick building syndrome. That's literally when the air quality in a building is so bad, it starts making the people inside it sick. But here's the good news. There is a completely different approach, a much older, time-tested alternative that's built on a really simple idea: purification, not pollution. And listen, this is not some new age wellness trend. This stuff goes way back. We're talking about ancient Ayurvedic therapies from India and traditional Thai yadom inhalers that were created over a century ago, all designed to use natural herbs to purify the air we breathe. Today's herbal inhalers are just the modern version of that. Okay, so that's the tradition, but here's the big question. Does modern science actually back any of this up? Well, let's take a look at what the research says. You're gonna love this. A 2023 study found that menthol, a key ingredient in a lot of herbal aromatherapy, is incredibly antimicrobial. Get this, in just 15 minutes, it eliminated 94% of airborne bacteria. It wasn't just smelling nice, it was literally cleaning the air. And it gets even better. When you start combining these natural compounds, things like menthol, camphor, eucalyptus, they team up. Their purifying power actually multiplies, and together, they were shown to reduce total airborne contaminants by a whopping 97%. And what's really fascinating is that it's not just about cleaning the air in the room. Research shows these compounds actively protect your own body. We're seeing fewer symptoms from pollution, less inflammation in the respiratory system, and even an improved immune response. Okay, but this slide. This is the real head-to-head showdown. When researchers measured how well each one reduced those harmful VOCs, the natural aromatherapy slashed them by 67%. And the chemical fresheners? A big fat zero. In fact, they did the opposite. They added more chemicals to the air. It's just no contest. And here's what that all means for real people in the real world. When folks made the switch from synthetic fresheners to natural aromatherapy, purported respiratory problems plummeted by 84%. I mean, that is a life-changing number. So after all that, you're probably wondering, okay, how do I actually apply this in my own life? Well, here is a simple 5-step game plan. The whole strategy is about taking simple, smart actions, using aromatherapy in key spots, like your car or after you cook, using it proactively before you head into a polluted city, and transforming that little bubble of personal airspace you have at work. And this is what it can look like day to day. It's really just about building small, simple habits. Using a natural purifier after cooking, taking a moment before you hit rush hour traffic, or during that stale afternoon slump at the office. Each little action helps build this consistent shield against pollutants. Ultimately, it really all boils down to this one very powerful idea. Stop poisoning your air in the name of freshening it. It forces you to completely rethink what the word fresh even means. So, we'll just leave you with this final question to think about. The next time you reach for something to improve the air around you, just ask yourself, are you just masking a problem, or are you actually creating a real solution for the air that you and your family breathe every single day?
Comment nature to get access to a curated Notebook LM on creating your own natural fresh air plan.